Hello, friends, and welcome to Velviana's vlog. If you haven't already, subscribe to my channel, like it, share it, but definitely subscribe because you don't want to miss what I got to say. So, this is part two of game day. So, as I was saying, I was sitting in the 50-yard line, sitting on the 50-yard line, and we went into overtime. Now, the reason why we went into overtime is because the game was tied. And as I'm looking at the clock, it's getting later and later. So, and by this time, since we had tied and we're going into overtime, I started to, to have a panic attack because I swear to y'all, I didn't believe that we would win this game. I was like, we're not going to win this game. This is going to be the end of us. And I was just, so again, I started to pray. I started to manifest what I wanted. I started to ask the football gods to please help us, help us win. So, and I'm getting really, really nervous. I mean, I'm getting anxious. I'm getting nervous. I, I I got so bad I couldn't even. I had to just close my eyes because I could not watch the game because I just knew if we had lost, I probably would have ended up crying. I know I would have ended up crying. And then it happened. We beat the Falcons. I was sitting in my seat, totally shocked. Like I could. It took me a moment to realize what just happened. I was like, we just won. We won. And when it soaked in that we had won, oh, I lost it. I lost it. I was screaming and yelling and jumping up and down, running up and down the stairs. I just, oh, I was, I was unhinged. Okay, I was acting a total fool, and then I stopped and I realized that Jeremy Reeves had pulled his girlfriend down onto the field. And the sweetest thing happened. He asked his girlfriend to marry him. If that didn't bring tears to my eyes, I was like, oh my gosh. I I couldn't, tears just started rolling down my face. They were happy tears. Happy tears that we made it to the playoffs. Happy tears to see two people that will be coming together as one in love. Whew, y'all. Last night was a vibe. It was a total vibe. And as I'm leaving the stadium, I mean, there are people, there are fans in there, and they're just yelling and hugging each other and screaming, "We won!" I was like, yes, yes, we won, we won. I was just so happy. You know, I was just, I was so caught up in the emotion of the night, and I remember um, there's uh, a guy who stands outside. He works with Van Gogh, and he was, interviewing different fans. So of course he interviewed me, but this wasn't my first time being interviewed by him. At most of the games, after the games, I always go over there, you know, to get interviewed, to give my to give my 2 cents on the game. And I don't care whether we win or lose. I'm going to give my 2 cents. So um, the one thing about it is it was about 12 o'clock when about 12, a little after 12, and I was standing where everyone stands to catch an Uber, and that place was packed. So I didn't get home until almost 1 o'clock, maybe 2 o'clock, maybe closer to 2 o'clock. But the game ended late. Standing out there waiting for an Uber, I didn't care. I was just feeling the vibe of that night, and I am still so happy and so like you just I'm like, and of course there are people who are gonna always say, "Oh, you'll never make it past the first round." Me, tell you the truth, me, I don't care if we don't make it past the first round. I don't care. At least we made it to the playoffs. But I am hoping that we make it past the playoffs. I'm hoping, but you know what? If we only make it to the first round, so be it. So now I was in pain. Okay, I was in pain. When I got home, I was in pain. I was hurting all over, and because like I said, I forgot my age while I was there at the game, so I was in pain. And this morning I woke up, still in, I was still in pain. I mean, my joints were hurting. So what I did was I grabbed two to three scoops of my bath soak, and this is what I use. It's called eucalyptus mint. It has 100 milligrams of THC. Yes, and you can get that at any cannabis shop. And let me tell you something. This is really, really good. This is really good. This is some really good stuff. If you are dealing with painful joints, this is what you want to use. And it smells so good. Now they do have unscented because I have unscented, but I love me eucalyptus, and it smells so good. So yeah, if you have achy joints, that is what you want to get. And of course, of course it was all over. I my Commanders winning has been all over social media and everything. But with that being said, I'm still very, very happy that we won, and I look forward to going to the playoffs to see them play. I'm waiting to see when is our home game for the playoffs because I'll be going to the home game. As I go along, I will try to go to an away game, but for right now, I'm just going to all the home games. And that, my dear, is that's the ending to my most joyous night at the game. But I will be back on here to do some movie reviews because I got a lot of movies I want to talk about that are just magnificent. So stay tuned. Okay, stay tuned. Please subscribe to my channel, share and like and comment. Thank you very much. I will see you on the next go around.